What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I'm Poetry. You're here for Travel and Talk Tuesday. I was going to do this live, but for some reason, YouTube is really distorting the way the images look when you do a widescreen live. I realize how long my head looks. I'm chunky, but I look long in the tooth, and long in the nail, whatever one you want to say. I look long in the videos, and I just did. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. It's probably gonna be the thumbnail of this, of how it looked when I tried to go live this morning. Anyway, child, I have nothing much to talk about for real. There's nothing much really going on in my life. I'm trying to stay out of shit. I'm trying to drink water and mind my business. Did I give my water? I think, I did get a water today. Drink water and mind my business. That's it. That's what I'm trying to do. So where I last left off, I was talking about my therapy and the therapist and reporting the therapist. Okay, so I was assigned a new therapist. I haven't met them yet. I think I go in 2 weeks. Why are we slowing down? Why are we slowing down all the way back here? The light is all the way down the street, ma'am. In 2 weeks, I think I go see this therapist. I think they found me a black female. I don't know if it's an African-American female or if it's an African female or if it's a black person from another culture, but I believe it's a black female. I'm supposed to research them, and I forgot the person's name. I'm going to have to call that place and get the person's name again so I can research them thoroughly. My mic is like by my belly, so hopefully you don't hear my stomach growling because it is kind of, upset today. In addition, we just missed this whole fucking light because this person stopped all the way back here. The fuck? But as far as reporting the lady, that still has not been done. Now, I believe somebody may have called me, but when I picked up the phone, I kept saying, hello, hello, hello. Nobody said nothing. When I got ready to hang up the call, you could hear somebody starting to speak, but my finger was already in the button. They didn't call back. So at this point in time, she has not been reported yet, but I will. I'm going to call again to make sure that report happens. Because like I say, every time I think about it, every time I talk about it, hey, did I wash my face? I did wash my face, but why I got eye crusties? Well, every time I think about it, I get upset. Okay. And I'm trying not to be, because if you on my other channel, if you watch my Tarot Card channel, one of the things we're supposed to be doing is trying to be intentionally happy. And I've been failing at the intention. I wake up in the day and I start off like this is my day. And then something sets me off and I can't pull back. I've been trying, I may get a few giggles in here and there throughout the day, but for the most part, I am angry. So we're going to see how this new therapist goes. Finally got me a freaking dishwasher, y'all. I searched high. I searched low. I searched everywhere, all over the internets, these little mom and pop shops. I've been searching for a dishwasher. And like I said, the biggest issue was the cost of delivery and installation. It was making the dishwasher twice the price because of that, especially if you include the warranty as well. So yeah, I went to the little Dent Ding store. Best Buy got a Dent Ding store here, and I want to say it was another little store that got great reviews, but they are a Dent Ding store as well. All their dishwashers was damn near the cost of a new dishwasher right now, or a new dishwasher on sale. Because the dishwasher I got was actually about $300 off of its original price. But so it's a lot of, because it was Labor Day weekend, it was a lot of Labor Day sales going on. So getting a Dent Ding didn't really make sense because, one, they were still using the same delivery people. Because here in Orlando, I don't know if this is like nationwide, but here in Orlando, none of these stores, unless they're mom and pop shops, got anybody that's going to deliver and install. So they have to hire a third-party company. Well, usually the third-party company they hiring is these mom and pop shops. So the rates that they are charging are the same. Almost $200 for installation, another $75 to $50 for delivery, another $50 for hauling away your old one, and then at least another $100 to $150 for a warranty. So no matter where I went, I was getting hit with the same prices. And considering that I still don't have all my paychecks correct, I'm waiting on two right now. 2 pay periods. That's a month worth of pay right now. Still, they corrected the old shit, but the new shit, the new pay periods that came up, they had. I don't know if they can't do chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. So they fixed so far. No, they haven't. I'm still waiting on the January pay. I'm still waiting on one day for March, but the rest of the March I got paid. But I'm waiting on the first week of January. I'm waiting on that one day in March. I'm waiting on this current pay period, which is 2 weeks, and then the pay period before that. So what month is this? September, August. So I'm still waiting on all of August paychecks. And so because of that, I didn't have a lot of money to spend, a lot of money to throw around. I told you I'm still working on those loans, the loan money that I borrowed. I borrowed from myself, but I got to pay myself back. I'm still working on that money, and that's what I was able to get the dishwasher with. But those funds is depleting fast. They're depleting fast. I think I got $600 left out of those after the $13,000 loan. I think it's $600 left. I mean, all the bills paid. Nope, I gotta pay the fucking electric bill. They shit, and our electric bill here, and my electric bill is $500 something because Ron DeSantis has lost his fucking mind, and all these electrical companies are like, they are. What's the word I want to use? I don't want to say conning. But it's almost like a con. I can't say. I don't know if conning is the word, but they are price gouging. That's the word I want to use. They are price gouging. Our electricity rates have exceedingly. My electricity rate has. I don't even know what it's more than 5 times what I was paying before. I was paying on an average of maybe $100 a month, 75 to $100 a month, and now my bill is over $500. My bill is over $500 when I didn't have a working dishwasher. I had the circuit breaker turned off. My air conditioner is not pumping out any more air than it does during the normal time of year because we're keeping it at the same steady temperature throughout the whole year. We hadn't been washing clothes a lot. If y'all look at my videos, I see I've been wearing the same shit. So I have no clue or understand why the fucking electric bill is so fucking high. Why our usage is so much more. Now I do know my water bill went up only because I've been using the irrigation system. So I'm trying to get a nice even flow because the dude has been cutting my grass. I gotta fire him. I said this last time I gotta fire him, but I gotta fire him for real. So like my grass was cut yesterday. I'm gonna take a picture of it, maybe, if I remember when I get home. That grass look like it ain't been cut. It's still like a whole patch of weeds. I don't know if he think the weeds is a garden. It's a whole patch of weeds on the right-hand side in the corner. It's a whole patch of weeds on the left side. I didn't used to have weeds in my yard until he started cutting my grass. But I know what the youngster does. He's only like 17, 18. He goes from yard to yard. But he doesn't clean his machine in between. So if there's weeds in one person's yard, he's now transferred those seedlings over to my yard when he cuts my grass. So now my backyard is infested with weeds. I think at least a good third of my yard is weeds. Well, when those weeds came about, so the right-hand side of my yard now, the grass sinks in. Why does the grass sink in? Because ants have taken over. When I was buying my house, remember I kept going. I think I took y'all to a couple houses. If you are my members, if you're part of my members, you saw my house search. And one of the houses, when you step in the yard and you just sunk in, ants. They're building holes and tunnels onto the yard. The whole right side is just dirt hills and ant hills. And I think they red ants, they black ants, they all kind of ants. But the red ants bite. So my dog is affected. I just don't understand why people can't drive the fucking speed limit. It's posted for a reason. They put 2 numbers on a white sign with black letters. I can't even give him no excuse. He ain't fucking young. I mean, old. Usually, I give old people passes. He ain't old. And he's sitting up like this. You should be able to see the fucking street signs. What am I doing? I don't know. Okay. So, yeah. So, got the dishwasher. And it was, damn, cost me $1,000, child. That's why I say we're eating through that low money fast. Cost me $1,000. But I got a brand new washer. Dishwasher would have cost a little bit over $1,000 by itself because it was on sale. I was able to get that, the installation, the delivery, and warranty, all for like I want to say $1,015, something like that. And my kitchen never looked so good. Y'all just don't understand how many dishes was piling up. Hand washing ain't what it used to be. Hand washing dishes, we did our best. But we cook a lot because I've been trying not to eat out. So I've been cooking a lot. Keep doing this. I've been cooking a lot because I'm trying not to eat out. I have lost 2.6 pounds, child. I got to keep it off. And I got to continue to lose. Because I got to lose 40 pounds in order for me to successfully do this surgery where my glucose is not fluctuating. Hopefully my magnesium levels can level out. Because once my magnesium levels out to a steady pace where it's not dropping out, my glucose will stop shooting up. So they worried about me having an infection in my ankle from doing the surgery because my glucose levels are not stable. They keep rising and dropping and rising and dropping. Yeah. So there's that. So dishwasher is now in. Kitchen's almost back to normal. I can almost close that mug, y'all. People who close their kitchen, y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, I can't really because the damn light bulb on my microwave it broke. Okay, so I know how to change a light bulb. You twist it out. In these particular kinds, you pull them out because they don't have like the twisty things. They just prongs. You pop them out, right? Well, I goes to do that, and the motherfucker bulb broke off. So the base is still stuck in there. Now, the problem with this, normally, I would get some pliers, needle nose pliers or something, or I would get a potato if I had to screw it, and I could screw it out with a potato that prevents the electric current from getting to you and shocking the shit out of you. Trying my best, y'all. Trying my best. But I guess my best isn't good enough. 'Cause here we are, back where we started from. Back to being strangers. Sing therapy has become it for me. It ain't helping that much, but I'm trying to. What the fuck was I talking about? Dishwasher. Delivery. I think I did that. The light bulb. Child. So, here's my microwave. Underneath the microwave, there's an opening. Okay? And normally, the light bulb is facing this away. So that way I could put my hand in there, twist it out or pop it out, right? But in my case, my light bulb is facing the door. So when you try to pull it out or twist it out, you're hitting the door. So since that bulb itself broke off, I have no room. In my case, it's not a door, it's a wall. Because my door hangs down. And so the bulb is inside and there's a wall and I can't get my fingers in there or a potato in there or pliers in there to get the damn base out so I can change the freaking light bulb so that way I can close my fucking kitchen at the end of the damn night. If I try to leave it on in the oven, the oven keeps cooking. It heats up. So that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. But I got that dishwasher installed. I got the tree in the backyard, the bush that turned into a tree. Finally got that cut. But I got to get the guy to come back out and cut again. Because I told him that the bundle's not supposed to be more than 4 feet. The bundles are long as hell. And the trash people won't pick it up. The bundle's not under 4 feet. And the bundles weigh 60 pounds or more. They're not going to take it. So I got to call him back out. Got to cut these bundles up again. Right now, they sitting on the side of my house. I need to go out there and spray them with some bug spray, some pesticide, something. Because dead trees, dead leaves attract bugs. I can't put them in the front of the house yet because my neighborhood is getting fiber finally. It doesn't make sense that these cities don't have fiber available. Everybody around us has had fiber for I've been living in this neighborhood for 2 years now. So at least 2 years, everybody I know has had fiber. But our neighborhood specifically did not. So like if I call a fiber company, even though the neighborhood right across the street got it, they said that we ain't close enough to get the service. And we had to petition our city hall or what have you in order to get it. We finally getting fiber. And they got my front grass all painted up. Now it's been painted for almost a month. Everybody. They going around and marking on the wires and the lines and all that shit to see when they start digging that they're not gonna be damaging people's property and things like that. So they got those out there. So I haven't been able to I didn't want to put anything in the yard to cover up the markings, or because I don't know when the fiber company coming out there to install. They don't tell us shit. They still not telling us. Anytime we got repair work going on in the neighborhood, I asked HOA, let a motherfucker know so I can know when people gonna be on my property. They still ain't doing that. So I know the little dude came out to cut my grass. The last time, that's how I know it's been a month, because he comes every 2 weeks. The last time he was out there, time before last, they had put flags in addition to the paint in the grass. I was already figuring once he cut the grass, they wouldn't go see the paint no more. But he put flags out there. When this boy cut my grass, why he throw my flags away? And I asked him, I said, I know I had flags in the yard. He said he don't know what to talk about. So I haven't been cutting my grass. So I had the guy come out there and do the tree service, and he was using my trash can. He was using the trash can to put some of the cut tree limbs in, and they're the flags that child. The flags that the dude who cut my grass said he didn't see. They in the trash can, in the compost bin. That's where they at. They not gonna take those first of all because they in the compost bin. They're flat that in the where the vegetation and landscaping go, and the grass cut clippings. This is where he stuck the flags at. Why you move the flags anyway? You could have took the weed whacker that went around him. Actually, you could have just the lawnmower and went around him. The flags, the poles, as skinny as a pencil. It's that thick. They not even that big. Why you move them? But don't why you lie and say you didn't move them when you did. So they came out and they repainted the lines, and but they didn't put the flags back in. I was like, fuck, okay. But I was like, they painted like red lines and orange lines. But I was like, I know there were some blue flags with green flags. Each color means something different. I said, I know there were some blue flags with green flags. So like, why didn't put no paint down for those? I didn't know. I didn't understand. But they still didn't do the grass. They still didn't do the work then. And so when I came out this morning, they put the paint deep because he cut the grass. They put the paint deep into the grass this time. So even if he cut it, you can still see the paint. And now I got my flags back. So they've been back out there again. And luckily, the lady did tell me, she said they're going to come back and they're going to check again before they start the work. But I'm so ready for them to start this work because I was sick of paying $132 for a cable internet service. Like we got a bundle. I want to say $132, and we got it based off of my daughter being self-employed and making income under the poverty level. So we was able to get a discount rate. Even though they canceled that voucher program that she was under, Spectrum didn't increase our rate by about $3. So we're not too mad about that. However, we were paying $40 for twice the service before. We were staying on the south, down in South Orlando. We was paying $40 a month for what we have right now and more. I moved out here to, I can't even say I'm in the black part of town. My zip code is in the black part of town. You know what? I can't even say that because Orlando really doesn't have a black part of town. It's they're mixed up. It's just the poor part of town and the more affluent part of town. I'm in the middle. Okay. My zip code shares the same zip code with the more impoverished part of town. So anytime that I need services done, they automatically assume that that's where I'm living at. And I'm like, I actually live on the outskirts. Like, here is my whole zip code. This is where some of the more affluent people live. I live here in my zip code over in this area. I'm in the middle. So that's why we couldn't get the fiber, because I was in the impoverished zip code. I could barely get Ubers to show up because I'm in the impoverished zip code. And I swear, every time I get an Uber or something out there, and people come out there, they be like, "Oh, I ain't never seen this out here. I ain't never been out here." Whatever. Anyway, so got the tree service, got the tree trim, and I got so many bundles sitting on the side of my house. I don't want no weird bugs and insects to accumulate and start building families and shelter inside of those branches. They don't do the pickup until Friday. He was supposed to come on Friday to do the work, and he didn't show up until Saturday. It's hard finding dependable people you could rely on, even people that consider you their friends. It's hard to find these people in this city. So, but I worked the man's shoes off. Well, I didn't work his shoes off. His soles came off on both his shoes, child, while he was out there trying to do that yard work, trying to do that tree. And I think that's probably what frustrated him, because he was doing good at first, and then after that first shoe broke, he started giving a fuck about what length he was cutting them bundles in. And then we had to go get some twine to tie up the bundles, because the string that I had wasn't strong enough. It kept snapping. One, because you're making the bundles too heavy, sir. But okay, fine. You made those bundles super fucking heavy. God damn it. I just want to drive with people that's doing the speed limit today. The speed limit is 45. We are doing 27. Your ass shouldn't even be in that fucking lane going that damn slow. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was just talking about, child. Ain't much else going on with my life, y'all. I'm trying not to talk about work too much and my income too much, because it just pisses me off. And I'm trying to be happier. Trying to be mentally more. I've been keeping migraines. My blood pressure been off the chain because I'm angry all the fucking time. I wake up angry. I've been having nightmares like crazy. Like, I was having some peaceful sleeps. I'm not no more. My little watch, it may not be as accurate, but I think it's close to it. It said I woke up, I had I wouldn't necessarily wake up, but I was shifting around. So anytime what the fuck is y'all doing? Shifting around in the bed, like just moving restlessness 32 times last night. That's why I wake up fucking tired. It's because he's looking at his fucking phone, bitch. I wake up fucking tired. So when I wake up tired, I wake up angry. That's just the common sense out of it. Why? Go! The fuck? Oh my God. You another stupid motherfucker looking at the phone? No, you just a stupid motherfucker. Jeez Louise. See, I be trying. I'm trying to set intentions on a joyous fucking day, and it ain't fucking happening. I need some post-it notes to stick around my fucking forehead or something. Oh, oh, oh. I'm almost at work, child. I'm trying not to make these videos too long because it's taking too long for them to load. Having issues with YouTube. YouTube starting to shadow ban some of my content. Y'all don't even get the notifications anymore. I can just tell this by the viewership. I don't know. Then again, I could be wrong. Y'all motherfuckers could just not be watching me no more. It could be, oh shit. It's 45. Okay, I'm doing a speed limit. Okay, I'm doing a speed limit. Everybody else wasn't. That's the problem. Everybody else wasn't doing a speed limit. Make me feel like I'm going slow. I'm too fast. This police sitting right there. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video or something like that. I don't know when it's gonna be. We don't have any TV show reviews coming out until next year. So that's all you really getting is PNTV and travel talk. And politics, y'all know how politics pisses me off. Get my blood pressure all up. So I'm just watching movies, y'all. If y'all want to join me, I'm starting to like pick up old musicals and just watch old musicals over on Discord. Just give me something to smile about. I just watched Funny Girl the other day. I just said I was gonna get off the set, didn't I? I just watched Funny Girl for the first time in such a long time. I love that movie. Starring Barbara Streisand. It was her first movie. She was fucking stunningly gorgeous and sound beautiful in her. I never realized how much her and Lady Gaga really look alike. They really do. But I realized that movie is basically A Star Is Born. Barbara Streisand played in A Star Is Born as well. Julie Andrews also played in A Star Is Born, and then Lady Gaga played in it lately. I like the Lady Gaga version of A Star Is Born. I can't believe we're doing this again. I like the Lady Gaga version of A Star Is Born over all three versions of it. But when I look at Funny Girl, it's really the same movie. It's really the same movie. She was trying to be a star. She met somebody who was already lucrative in what he was doing. Didn't know exactly what he was doing. He would disappear on her every once in a while and come back into her life. She was so in love and so smitten by him and everything. And then she finally got with him. And at this particular time, she was starting to rise in stardom and fandom. But she still remained humble. She still had this humble spirit about herself. And at some point in time, things didn't start going well for him. You know, he was one of them dudes that had to have his ducks in a row, want to have be financially sound, making a certain amount of money before he actually attached himself to somebody. And she convinced him, let's do this for love, and they got married and they had a baby. But he was a gambler in this particular case, and his gambling didn't fall through properly. It didn't come through, so it started falling off. He started losing money and everything. So he wasn't being as productive as a man in his mind as he could have been. So he did some risky stuff and tried to go on this little scam. And he knew it was scam. It was embezzlement type situation to try to get some money. Because he always pretended that he loved her. I'm going to say pretend. He always pretended that he loved her. But he couldn't get through with he couldn't settle in his mind her success and how much she was starting to make more than he was. She provided more. Like, she even got him like a little deal. You remember when Bird did Liam like this in Soul Food, and she talked to Sim about getting her husband a job? Well, she kind of did the same thing. She went and talked to these big business dudes to try to pull him in on the business. And the catch was that he wasn't going to have to buy into the partnership. He was just going to be able to do what he needed to do, run a business for him. They couldn't find out she had already bought into the partnership. So now he feel emasculated as a man. After a while, he dumped on little Fanny. He dumped her. Oh, he dumped Fanny. Her name was Fanny Bryce. He dumped her. Yeah, she was heartbroken. And then, because he got arrested. He's fit to go to jail and shit. And so he said, "This is it for us." She waited for him. He told her not to wait. She waited for him to get out of jail. But when she seen him, when he came to one of her shows, he did the Ike. He not really Ike, but you know how Ike turned and showed up with Tina Turner at the end, and while she was in the dressing room, she was like, "What are you doing here, Ike?" Okay, he wasn't abusive. He wasn't abusive, okay, but he showed up in the dressing room, and it was one of them moments. And when she finally saw his face, she gave him a hug. After all this time, she realized it was over. They wasn't meant to be together. He was never right for her, type situation. You know, uh, such a sad little movie, but a good one at the same time. Because Fanny realized her worth in the end. Oh, I love Funny Girl. And it's called Funny Girl because she was like an entertainer, a comedic entertainer. She sang, she danced, but she added comedy to the show. And it was probably one of the first times people had did that, or at least a woman. Because she wasn't the standard blonde hair, blue eyed beauty. Which is like I say, reminds me of A Star Is Born. Even in her rise, she was dealing with them same issues about not being the standard beauty. Then he was on the rise, but he had a substance abuse with alcohol, which kind of hurt them in the situation. And he didn't go to jail in that situation. He ended up. Have y'all seen A Star Is Born? I might not tell y'all the whole thing. Anyway, you may not have seen Funny Girl, but I'm watching like all my old musical show tools like that. So I might post on the board when I'm off from again. I'm at work now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.